This afternoon, some of Derry's residents went on the rampage in the city centre. Masked youths have been hijacking vehicles and then driving them to strategic points before setting them on fire. The rioting flared suddenly, and for some bystanders, this was a traumatic experience because of the heavy police presence. But when the parade was finished, the Bogsiders began to riot and attack the RUC. First they threw bottles, then came the petrol bombs. Soon afterwards, the hijackings began.
Hopes of this weekend passing off peacefully have also gone up in flames. Mark McFadden for UTV Live in Derry.
Whilst the arguments continued about who was to blame, in the streets the situation escalated. Next year a new parades commission will have powers to try to resolve such disputes. But looking at scenes like this, it's difficult to see what anyone can do.
But the damage caused this evening to commercial property in the city centre will run to tens of thousands of pounds. Michael Fisher, RTE News, Derry.
Tonight the army are helping in the clear-up. Troops are back on the streets of Derry for the first time since August. At a time of hope, this has been a pre-Christmas disaster for Northern Ireland. John Irvine, ITN, Derry.
A confrontation between the security forces and rioters appeared inevitable after gangs of masked youths carrying petrol bombs, some of them by the crate load, gathered on the edge of Londonderry city centre near the Bogside. The RUC resisted attempts to draw them in, but a number of small fires were discovered inside the city's Littlewood store. Rioters then set fire to 2 hijacked vehicles, and the RUC moved in to prevent further damage to property. They came under sustained and heavy petrol bomb attack. After broadcasting a warning, they began to respond by firing plastic bullets. There are no reports of serious injuries to police officers or rioters. The damage to property, never mind to the image of Derry and Northern Ireland, has yet to be assessed. Chris Capper, BBC News.
During the early hours, the centre of Derry looked like an inferno from hell. The police came under attack from over 1,000 petrol bombs. They responded by firing 169 plastic bullets.
In Londonderry, rioting has broken out. Petrol bombs have been hurled at police following a massive protest through the Bogside area earlier. Sheehan Glynn, UTV Live.
But it was far from the peaceful confrontation Mr McGuinness had urged. Groups of youths emerged from the Bogside to clash with police in the city centre. Vehicles and buildings, dozens of plastic bullets were fired. Community leaders had warned that in the wake of Drumcree, it would be difficult to keep the lid on nationalist feelings, so it's proving.
Nationalist anger on the streets of Londonderry. As night fell, police fought running battles with rioters through the city centre. Officers came under attack from petrol bombs, bottles and rocks, and retaliated with plastic bullets. Innocent people were caught up in the chaos. Burning lorries were sent speeding at police lines, shops...